So as we talk about that next wave of rain heading through Northern California, then the Southern California, it looks pretty ominous.
It looks like a pretty impactful storm, more problematic for them, but still a significant issue here at home. So I want to go into the details on what to expect from this here at home, particularly timing out the intensity of the rain for Thursday. The intensity of the rain on Thursday morning matched with the intensity of the wind. So first off, if we start at the beginning, this is live radar now. You can see there are a few light showers that are showing up out here off the coast. We looked at this in the last visit. You're going to get light rain tonight. It'll show up over the next few hours. It'll be with us overnight. It'll be done by like 8 in the morning tomorrow. It's 1/10 of an inch of rain, and then you're going to get a break for most of Wednesday. And by the time we get towards Wednesday night, the next system is going to move in, the one that really means business in a more meaningful way. And I think the best thing to do to get a handle on that is to come back in for a close-up look. We're going to say goodbye to the map for a moment. And I just want to bring us ahead to that 6 o'clock time frame. This is where we left off the story when I visited last. This is the start of the atmospheric river and the intense rain, 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Let's take this and bring it on shore. So we'll get rain overnight Wednesday, but there are points in time on Thursday morning where the intensity is going to pick up. You're going to see little red bullseyes on here. Like there's one coming across like in the 1 o'clock hour on Thursday. But they take on a more impressive organization as we get into the early morning on Thursday, 7 a.m., heart of the morning commute on Thursday. You see this line here? Now, connect the dots. There's another one here. See them? That is a hugely important feature when you're looking at high-resolution radar imagery, or in this case, high-resolution forecast imagery, because the model is telling you we're going to have a cold front move in at this point in the morning. It's one of those narrow rain bands that are driven in right on the leading edge of the cold front. And when that happens, intensities go up, pretty intense at times. This point on Thursday morning, some of these cells within this line could have the ability to drop about an inch of rain in an hour over some of the topography of the North Bay. At that point, we're probably going to start to run into some flooding issues as we in the creeks and streams, and certainly roadway issues up here. This ties back into the flood watch we were looking at the top of the newscast. That flood watch starts Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. Goes until Saturday for all this rain to work through the system. But this point on Thursday is when the heaviest rain is coming through. Let's take a moment here. I just want to pause it at that moment. We're going to put that imagery back up here in the monitor. At the same time, we're also going to look at the virtual map, because the two are combined. When the heaviest rain is coming through on that front, we're going to see the strongest winds also begin to move through the bay. So if we can get a view on how the wind streams are about to intensify, watch the timestamp there, and you're going to see a feature that shows up on Thursday morning. There's your line, another line showing up at the same time. That's the cold front. Much stronger wind out here on the leading edge of it. And as we take the wind and advance that forward into Thursday morning, you're going to see the direction change is just enough that the winds start rushing just kind of adjacent to the coast and then onshore. And this is when we get our strongest winds Thursday morning. We could see wind gusts at this point that are coming on at about 50 miles an hour along the coast. So if you look at where the wind advisory is and we put those numbers on, this is something else to take into account. Much more than 40, in fact. There's been an update to the forecast, so let me get you the latest numbers. Now we're looking at 50-mile-an-hour gusts possible along the coast Thursday morning. And we'll probably be looking at 25 to 30-mile-an-hour gusts moving across the rest of the bay. This is a problematic time on Thursday because of the heavier bands of rain coming onshore, getting the ground real saturated. And then at the same time down here, we're putting 40 to 50-mile-an-hour gusts on the landscape. This is when you get some downed trees, certainly get some broken branches and debris on roadways. So the good news on this is the rain like that is going to come to an end by the time we get to late morning. Watch the back edge of it clear out. And then we'll get a little bit of a break on Thursday before more isolated on again, off again showers move through Thursday night into Friday morning. We're not really done with the rain until we get to about Friday late morning, and then we'll get a break. And there's really nothing else too significant here in the 7-day forecast except for a chance of a few light showers on Sunday. There's a lot more to look at on this storm. I'll be back in the next half hour. We'll look at a few other features of it. For now, Ryan, over to you.
All right, thanks, Darren.